All right, guys, what is up? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel, NFL Draft Preview. Let's talk about everything, man. And forgive me, I don't really go live too much, too often. I want to a lot more, but I be forgetting. I definitely do forget. Let me make sure everything's set up right. Can you? Okay. All right. So NFL Draft Preview, NFL Draft tomorrow. Very exciting. I'm tired of seeing all the mock drafts. I'm tired of seeing, people putting out 3, 4 mock drafts every day, and I'm happy though. A lot of these young guys' lives will change. I was an NFL draft hopeful one day. I wanted to be in the NFL draft so bad, and I was younger, so it's good to see young guys reach their goal, reach their dreams, things like that. So let's get right into it though. Today's the big day. Round one, day one is tomorrow. I expect some trades, man. I expect some trades. Adam Schefter and a lot of people been going on about all day long about a lot of teams. Some teams are trying to trade back. Excuse me, more teams are trying to trade back than teams are trying to trade up. You know, I would guess the teams trying to trade up: Steelers, Eagles, probably the Saints. Teams who are kind of borderline contenders. Not too far away. So I think those are the three teams I would guess trade back. Probably everybody, everybody else. Falcons, Commanders, maybe. Panthers move out of pick six. So it's a lot of things we can talk about today. I want to start with a bunch of rumors going on. Involving Darren Waller, um, De'Aaron Payne from the Commanders, a bunch of other people. And I think there will be trades. I did a video not too long ago saying I believe Saquon Barkley might be traded either now, NFL draft night, or draft weekend, or maybe trade the NFL trade deadline. But I do believe Saquon Barkley will be traded eventually during this season, and I haven't gone to the Niners. I really do, man. I really do think Saquon could be traded tonight, tomorrow, or sometime during NFL trade weekend or NFL trade deadline. So I do expect a couple of decent names moved. You know, De'Aaron Payne. They say Commanders aren't working on resigning him right now. They have him and Jonathan Allen. They had that sideline punch last year. I forgot who punched who. I forget, it slipped my mind who punched who, but the former Alabama teammates say they're very close. They kind of got into it on the sideline, a little heated moment thing, which isn't a big deal, you would think, but you never know. You never know. And Josh Allen's already been paid already. Not Josh Allen, Jonathan Allen, excuse me. So, we'll see what happens there. But I do think De'Aaron Payne, if the Commanders aren't in the playoff contention by trade deadline, he could be, trade trade away there. Um, what's his name? Mekhi Becton for the Jets, left tackle. Tricky. It's tricky. They say rumors are like it's all rumors, all reports. We're not there. We don't know. But they say he was around 400 pounds last year. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise, man. So, he could be cut, could be traded away. I don't know. I don't think someone would take that on right now, maybe for a sixth or seventh. But I think Mekhi Becton could be on the move or maybe cut soon. We'll see what happens there. But I'm excited, man. I definitely am excited. But on to some trade moves, though. Um, the two picks I think should be traded and will be traded. Carolina Panthers at pick six. I think that's a guarantee. I keep saying this, guys. I don't think they're going to go quarterback at pick six, in general. And if they do go quarterback, it would be late in the first, early second, or no, sometime in the second. But I just don't see the Panthers going quarterback at pick six. If they do keep it, I don't see it. I see Charles Cross. Um, I've been seeing some mock drafts saying Evan Neal's going to fall to the six. It's going to be tough to see, but the picks I've seen make sense. I've seen Trayvon Walker go one, Hutchinson go two. The Houston Texans, I believe I've seen them go in the mock draft a cornerback, either Derek Stingley or Ahmad Gardner. For the Jets, I've seen Garrett Wilson. I've seen Carol Hamilton. I've seen Jermaine Johnson, Thibodeau. 5 the Giants. So I do think Evan Neal, could drop to 6. And they say the Giants might take Ikem from North Carolina State. So all that adds up to Evan Neal dropping, and it makes sense. It does make sense. I can see it. I don't think it will happen. He's too talented, but the some guys who are talented has a drop. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. But he's my number one pick to me personally. I like Walker. He's cool, but I want someone at number one who's going to be for sure is going to be good. And Neal has been good everywhere he's been on the offensive line. But I know, they just signed Cam Robinson to a long term deal, 3 years, I think 18 million per year. You kind of you can't go right tackle first round, and you're gonna have to put Evan Neal at right tackle or right guard or whatever the first couple years. You can't go that with first overall pick. You definitely can't. So do understand that. So left tackle alignment is definitely eliminated from the first overall pick. Is down between Walker and Hutchinson. I've been saying, excuse me, I've been saying for months since the college football season, since the playoffs, basically. I've been saying then Hutchinson is not the best player, not the best defensive player in this draft, pass rusher wise. I didn't think Trayvon Walker would rise to the occasion to overtake him, but I definitely didn't think he was the best. I didn't think so. I never thought it. I thought Thibodeau's better. I thought Jermaine Johnson can give you something, close, if not in the same ballpark as Hutchinson. So yeah, I'm not surprised he's dropped or at least dropped to 2. Some say he could go to Houston at 3. Uh, in my mock draft, my personal mock draft, which I haven't released, it's too late now, but I do have Malik Willis going 2 still. I still think he could still go 2. That potential is high. I keep saying this, but he's kind of like a Lamar Jackson, but with a better arm. He really is to me personally. So not as good on his feet, but and on his legs like Lamar Jackson. But his arm is definitely better and more advanced than Lamar Jackson at the same stage. And definitely I give credit to Lamar Jackson. He's been working hard. He's worked hard. He's gotten better, but where he's at right now in his 4th year, 5th year in the league, I think Willis is there or around the same area as Lamar Jackson is right now. So I really do think Willis's upside is a lot higher than people think it is, than what they say it is. Malik Willis, I think, will be the real deal. And like I said, right now, if he stays how he is, he's at least kind of sort of Lamar Jackson level as a thrower. As a thrower of the ball, Malik Willis is in the same category as Lamar Jackson going into year 4. So I'm cool with going Malik Willis too. If you go back to Lamar Jackson's draft, he will definitely go a lot higher, obviously. So I think teams will, like the Lions, I think they'll see that, and I think they go with a crazy upset pick, a crazy dark horse pick. I think Malik Willis has a shot at going 2. If that happens, obviously Hutchinson goes 3 to Houston. If Hutchinson goes 2 or 1, whatever, most people are saying Houston's going with cornerback. I understand it. I get it. Stingley, Gardner, they're both elite in some people's eyes, mine as well. But they need pass rushing bad. They have no sense of pass rush at all down there in Houston. I think they have to go Thibodeau. Maybe Thibodeau, maybe Johnson at 3. But I like Sauce. I like Stingley. 3 a little too rich for a cornerback to me personally. So yeah, we'll see. 4, who's 4? The Jets. Some saying Garrett Wilson now. A wide receiver. It's a little rich. It's a little rich for Garrett Wilson. He's good, but he's not all that. He's not all that to go that high at 4. So um, yeah, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough, man. How everything shakes and works out. Um, some of the most active teams I've been seeing, rumor wise, has been the Eagles. They say the Eagles are definitely going to trade up from 15 to try to get Jameson Williams, who's my pick at 8 for my Falcons. Please, I hope we pick him. Please, please, please. I've been saying this for a while now. I hope we get him. I love Williams. I think he's the best receiver in this draft easily. And like I said, I like Garrett Wilson. I like Olave. I like Dotson, Burke. They're all cool. I think Wilson's very, very good. But when it comes down to it, I think speed kills. I'm a big Jalen Waddle guy. As I said in my previous videos, I like Waddle over Chase. Seeing how the first years went, Chase was phenomenal. I still like Waddle. I, I don't know if it's an Alabama buy. I'm not even an Alabama fan. I'm not even a fan like that. I like watching them, but I'm not a fan per se. So, um, yeah, but I think Williams to the Falcons, my Falcons, is what I'm banking on it, man. Please, as long as whatever the Falcons do at 8, trading back, I'm cool. Whatever, just don't go quarterback. Save ourselves for Bryce Young. Save ourselves for C.J. Stroud in next year's draft. Just don't go quarterback. I know Mariota's on a 2-year deal with the 1-year option. I think it's a team option. So it might be a player option, whatever. But I know it's an option somewhere in Mariota's deal, either player or team. So whatever. I think Bryce Young and Stroud can both start as true as freshmen in the NFL. I mean, as rookies. I don't see why not. So, they're talented. They're two great prospects. I would bank on them starting from day one once they get drafted next year. So, yeah, I don't want Malik Willis in Atlanta. He's cool. He can be great, but save ourselves for Stroud or Young. But I would love to have him get him a weapon. I wouldn't mind trading back. The Eagles might want to trade up. Um, the Commanders, the Saints, whoever want to trade up with the 8 with the Falcons, I'm cool with it. We need to get more picks anyway. We have a couple seconds, have a couple thirds as well. So we need to load up. We need to load up on pass rushing, corner. We need everything. We need lineman help. So yeah, much picks as we can get. I'm cool with it. But if we stay at 8, I want Jameson Williams. Hands down, I think the best receiver in this draft. Speed kills. Um, I think this if Malik Willis gets past 6, which is very possible. Seattle. I think at pick 9, I think they're going to trade back as well. I don't think they'll stay there no matter who, no matter what quarterback or player drops there. I think they might trade back. The rumor is they're in love with Matt Corral. We saw, yeah, I don't know if you saw, but I saw the pictures of in the video of Pete Carroll meeting Matt Corral, which is common for players to meet coaches and GMs and stuff at the combine. But the rumor is Pete Carroll loves Matt Corral, so I would think they could trade back and still get him from pick 9, maybe to the Saints at 17, Eagles at 15, if certain players fall back. So I wouldn't mind seeing that. Seahawks trading back, still getting that guy in Matt Corral. I don't think no he- his style is so collegey. You know his style is just so college oriented. He run a lot of RPOs. He has a good arm though, good arm talent. Tough quarterback, can run, can take a little punishment, can dish a little out. He's a smaller guy, but he doesn't definitely has a good arm talent. But he runs a lot of RPOs, a very heavy college system. So screen passes, RPO stuff like that. So um, not a bad thing, but you got to work on it. He's definitely not a day one start, in my personal opinion. That's why Drew Lock is there. I think on his last year of his rookie deal, if I'm not mistaken. So it makes sense. It definitely does make sense. Lock is a veteran by trade. They do have Geno Smith. I believe they re-signed. Was it the Seahawks or the Giants that signed Geno Smith? I think the Seahawks, right? So yeah, that makes all sense in the world. So Seahawks trade back. They should definitely still get Matt Corral. I don't think a lot of teams value him, to be honest, in the first round. Um, I like the Steelers trading up from pick 20, maybe with 8 to the Falcons, maybe pick 9 with the Seahawks. But I do think if Malik Willis get past pick 6, the Steelers will trade up from pick 20, maybe to pick 11 with the Commanders. Depends on who they're trying to get. The rumor is they're trying to get Drake London. Good fit. They need another true wide receiver. So it makes sense. Definitely makes sense, man. So let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, I'm getting comments. My fault, guys. I'm new to the YouTube live thing. I normally go live off of StreamYard, so it's kind of funny seeing comments on the YouTube live. But I'm getting comments not on the chat though. That's weird. That's strange. But whatever. We'll work it out. Let me see. Check some things out here. Okay, but yeah, Malik Willis to the Steelers for sure. For sure. Yeah, I like that move a lot. If he gets past six, he's definitely going to the Steelers, in my personal opinion. But I have him going to the Lions. That might be just me. I sound crazy there for a lot of people, but I still think the Lions might go for him. The Steelers, if not, Malik Willis, if they stay put at 20, I can see cornerback, maybe safety, you know, maybe another pass rusher. Some say Quay Walker from Georgia. He's a good fit there. Nice inside linebacker, can rush as well. I think Devin Bush should be on his last year, and I think the Steelers they didn't pick up his last year, so his fifth year. So he will be a free agent next year. So um, Devin Bush could be on his way out after this season. So Quay Walker could be an option there. Leo Chenault from Wisconsin, I believe. He's an option there as well. So he's a real true linebacker, tough, hard nosed guy. Not really good in coverage, but if the Steelers do stay put at 20, there's some options there at linebacker. Like I said, maybe another pass rusher. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun draft, man. It's gonna be a fun draft. Let me see some other rumors going on. Um, let's see. Evan Neal could drop, like I said earlier. Stingley is tricky. Stingley, I see a lot of mock drafts. Some say Sting go 2, some say 3 to Houston, some say 12 to Minnesota. You know, Eagles might jump up and get him in the top 7, top 6. So it's just wild, man. It's wild. It's wild. It's wild. I want to talk about a little bit as well. The Raiders saying they won't trade Darren Waller. That could be smoke. That definitely could be smoke. Darren Waller could still be traded. You know, I know team came out and say it's not true, but Darren Waller could be traded. It was rumors of him being traded, but before the Devontae Adams move, it was rumors about that. And I was kind of shocked, but it makes sense. Waller is kind of older. Let me look at Waller's age. Waller isn't a spring chicken now. You know, if we remember, Waller started with the Ravens practice squad years ago. Let me see Darren Waller's age. He should be pushing 30. Darren Waller, 29. Yeah, 29. He'll be 30 by seasons by week 1, by week 2. So yeah, he's pushing 30. I think a new deal is coming for him soon as well. So this could be, he could be traded now, trade deadline, whatever. But I'll say now for peak value. I don't think you would trade if you trade Darren Waller during the season. That means something went totally wrong. So yeah, if not traded this weekend, then I guess he's gonna stay up there. But yeah, I think Darren Waller could be traded. Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey. He said McCaffrey. Um, Mekhi Becton, Baker. I still have Baker going to the Seahawks. I still do. I don't think the after your main wide receiver outside DJ Moore, so your second best wide receiver, Robbie Anderson, whatever, says he don't want Baker on the team. I don't think they're gonna get Baker. I never thought they'll get Baker in the first place. The Panthers have been really trying to get a big name quarterback, and they failed. I don't think Baker will suffice. He's better than Darnold for sure. He's better than Cam Newton for sure, and PJ Walker. Don't get me wrong there, but you know he sh- he had a great running game with a great O line, a good defense in Cleveland. So you give him a worse O line, iffy running game because Christian might not be there full time all year. You know, with a good defense, but it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. So I think the Panthers will skip on Baker. I think he's a Seahawk. I've been saying that for a while now. I think that the day the Deshaun Watson move happened, I said the Seahawks. I did a video saying the Seahawks. It makes too much sense. They just have to pull the trigger first, and that's the thing. I keep saying Pete Carroll's old. He's pushing 70, if not already 70, 68, something like that. He doesn't want to start over young, in my personal opinion. He's not going to want to rebuild. You have DK, Tyler Lockett, Dwayne Eskridge. Uh, O line sucks for sure, but you do have pieces there, offense and defense. Jamal Adams, obviously. Um, they paid Quandre Diggs a 3 or 4 year deal for aging safety. So you're not paying them for with a cornerback, whatever he is. You're not paying him for no reason. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. You're not paying for no reason. So um, you pay the vet all that money just to you're trying to still be competitive now, and I think Baker gives you that. Um, you have Drew Lock behind him if that happens. You have Geno Smith. That's a good three quarterback room. And Baker will need to be signed long term, obviously. So I think it's a good move. I think it's a good move because Matt Corral, you know, even though Baker took a drop off last year, he's still a good quarterback. Some of these guys in this class here, you can't bank on them. You really can't. We can't bank on anybody. But Baker's already he's established. You know what he is. He could be even better than what he's shown. So, it's going to be tough to really go young with an aging head coach and a city who's been used to winning all these years. I think Baker is a guy for Seattle. He should be cheap. They have all those picks now from trading Russell. They shouldn't have used them, but if a fourth rounder, if a fourth or fifth rounder, honestly, really. So I have Baker going to Seattle. I've been saying that since the day his trade rumors broke. I think Seattle is a spot for um, Baker. That's why I think they're going to trade down from pick 9. Oh, if they do stay, it could be Charles Cross. It could be a couple other Trevor Penning, maybe. Pass rusher Jermaine Johnson. But I do think Seattle's going to not go quarterback. And this quarterback class is so tricky. You don't know where they might go. You got Kenny Pickett, a lot of guys, man, a lot of guys. So it makes everything fun. Trying to go on social media now and see any more rumors. Let's see here. Let's see here. Anything popping up? Anything brand new? All right. Nothing really. Shep was quiet for the most part. So yeah, nothing really new is going on. So that's cool there.